On the bow of this boat, and I'd like to point out a couple of things. First of all, we've got a capstan, which is a vertical shaft. Windlasses or horizontal shafts. This is a capstan with the vertical shaft. It has the rope drum at the top with the grooves, so it can pinch a rope if you have to pull up a wet rope, anchor rode. And then it's got the chain gypsy to pull up the chain. The more interesting part here is not that big manhole to go into the anchor chain locker, but the fact that this bow line is tied into a cleat knot, and you can look over to the piling and they actually put a choke knot on there. So the choke knot is working for this application, but when it's time for you to go, you're going to have to take the boat and bow thrust the boat over here so your deckhand can reach out there and unchoke that knot. I would prefer to have a much larger loop or a bowline loop, and I could just snap it off like a cowboy, flip it up and down, snap it off. So coming back to the bow of the boat, we've got the cleat knot right here. Then over here you can see that we've got another choke knot with the eye on the end of the bow line, and it goes over here, and they've got a cleat knot on the dock. So you can imagine that the boat owner or the deckhand will adjust the port line with this cleat and get off the boat and adjust the starboard line down there from the dock. A couple of other things to look at here. We've got two washdown plugs for your water hose. I don't know which is which, but one is for salt water to wash all the mud off the anchor, and the other one is for fresh water to wash the salt off of the boat. Great idea. Got two foot pedals here. One is the up pedal, one is the down pedal. You can see the anchor capstan with the chain gypsy there and the rope drum. And then we've got a chain stopper here. This is not for anchoring the boat, but that's to keep the anchor from jumping off the bow of the boat. I'm not especially excited about this because the diameter of this stainless steel is not as great as the diameter on this hardened steel anchor chain. And then looking at the anchor itself, it is a concaved anchor. This is a Spade brand anchor. Very nice anchor for sand and for mud. If you've got any questions about anchors, bow lines, docking the boat, anchor windlasses, or capstans, you know who to call. Ask Captain Chris.